Hollywood dreams of blockbusters, but sometimes those dreams turn into financial nightmares. From superhero sequels that crashed harder than a Kryptonian spaceship to Disney disasters that sank faster than Atlantis, these films didn't just bomb, they detonated nuclear-level losses. Buckle up as we count down the top 10 box office bombs that left studios scrambling to explain losses in the hundreds of millions. Number 10. Strange World from 2022. Disney's Strange World was supposed to revive the studio's animated glory days, but instead became a cautionary tale. With a budget of $175 million, this sci-fi adventure grossed just $73.6 million worldwide. Critics praised its environmental message and vibrant visuals, but audiences shrugged. The film's marketing was virtually non-existent. Trailers revealed nothing about its plot or characters. Worse, its Thanksgiving release pitted it against Black Panther. Families ignored the Clade family's intergenerational drama, despite its progressive themes like Ethan, Disney's first openly gay lead. Right-wing trolls blamed wokeness, but the real issue was a generic story lacking Disney's signature charm. No catchy songs, no princesses, and no merch-friendly mascots. Just a blobby sidekick named Splat. The movie's environmental twist, revealing the planet as a living organism, felt underdeveloped. Disney Plus's shadow loomed large, as parents opted to wait for streaming. The studio's decision to avoid a musical format backfired, proving originality alone can't sell tickets. For a studio built on magic, Strange World felt like a corporate algorithm. Director Don Hall's prior hits, Big Hero 6, couldn't save this misfire. Even the voice cast, including Jake Gyllenhaal, couldn't generate buzz. With losses nearing $200 million, this world was stranger than anyone wanted. Number 9. Battleship from 2012. Universal's Battleship aimed to be the next Transformers but sank like a lead anchor. With a $209 million budget, this board game adaptation earned just $303 million globally. Critics roasted its nonsensical plot, aliens versus Navy ships, and Rihanna's wooden acting. The studio's fatal mistake? Opening weeks after The Avengers, which steamrolled everything in its path. Director Peter Berg later admitted, "We ran out of oxygen." Overseas sales barely kept it afloat, but domestic audiences torpedoed it with $65 million. The film's over-the-top action, including a veteran crew battling aliens, felt more parody than blockbuster. Even Liam Neeson's gruff admiral couldn't salvage it. Universal learned the hard way. Nostalgia for plastic pegs doesn't translate to ticket sales. The studio spent millions on a tie-in video game that also flopped, doubling the humiliation. Taylor Kitsch, fresh from John Carter, became Hollywood's Curse of 2012. The movie's tagline, "The Battle for Earth Begins at Sea," only highlighted its absurdity. This wasn't a miss, it was a franchise-killing broadside. Number 8. King Arthur. Legend of the Sword from 2017. Guy Ritchie's King Arthur tried to launch a 6-film universe, and collapsed in one swing. With a $175 million budget, it grossed just $148 million globally. Charlie Hunnam's streetwise Arthur clashed with Jude Law's scenery-chewing villain, but audiences weren't buying it. Warner Brothers delayed the film twice. Reshoot rumors swirled, and the blokes and banter tone alienated fans of mythic epics. Released on Mother's Day weekend, it lost to Snatched and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Critics called it snatch and chainmail, and the lack of female characters didn't help. Whitewashing accusations erupted over the sideline mage, Astrid Burgess Frisbee. The studio's gamble on a shared universe died when even China ignored it. Jude Law's Vortigern monologues couldn't save the convoluted plot. Warner Brothers wrote off $150 million, and Ritchie returned to safer ground with Sherlock Holmes. For a tale about pulling swords from stones, this one left audiences stone cold. Number 7. Mars Needs Moms from 2011. Disney's Mars Needs Moms became a graveyard for performance capture tech. Budgeted at $150 million, it earned just $40 million worldwide. The uncanny valley haunted its characters. Seth Green's CGI kid looked eerily adult. Released alongside Rango and Hop, it drowned in competition. Director Simon Wells collapsed from exhaustion, symbolizing the film's disaster. Disney shut down Robert Zemeckis' studio, Image Movers Digital and buried the film. The plot: a boy rescuing his mom from Martian matriarchs. Felt like Home Alone in space without the charm. Critics called it visually ugly and tonally confused. The studio even cut Judy Greer's role to shreds, worsening the narrative chaos. Producer Robert Zemeckis' obsession with motion capture backfired spectacularly. Families rejected the film's mix of dystopian horror and Nirvana sing-alongs. Number 6. Pan from 2015. Pan's $150 million budget vanished faster than pixie dust. This Peter Pan origin story grossed $128 million globally, despite Hugh Jackman's campy Blackbeard. Whitewashing controversies erupted over Rooney Mara's Tiger Lily, sparking petitions. Worse, the plot, Nazis in Neverland, baffled critics. Warner Brothers delayed it to avoid Jurassic World, but families chose Hotel Transylvania 2 instead. Jackman's pirates singing Smells Like Teen Spirit became a meme, not a hit. The studio's hope for China sank. Director Joe Wright's decision to set the story in World War II London confused fans of the classic tale. Garrett Hedlund's hook channeled Indiana Jones, but without the charisma. The studio lost over $100 million, and plans for sequels evaporated. Critics called it neither fish nor fowl, a bloated mess of CGI and half-baked ideas. For a story about eternal youth, Pan aged like milk. Number 5. Turning Red from 2022. Pixar's Turning Red faced a perfect storm. With a $175 million budget, it skipped theaters for Disney+, earning just $20 million in limited releases. The pandemic-era strategy backfired, as parents ignored its theatrical re-release. While critics praised its puberty as Red Panda metaphor, the film's Asian-Canadian focus was wrongly blamed. CEO Bob Chapek's feud with Scarlett Johansson over Black Widow's hybrid release haunted it. The studio's insistence on streaming eroded Pixar's brand as a theatrical powerhouse. Director Domi Sher's heartfelt story of mother-daughter conflict resonated with critics, 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, but struggled to find an audience. Disney's decision to prioritize Encanto, released months earlier, left Turning Red overshadowed. The film's bold embrace of menstruation metaphors alienated conservative viewers. Despite a brief 2024 re-release, it couldn't recoup losses. A generational gem, yes, but a $174 million loss? Ouch. Number 4. Jungle Cruise from 2021. Dwayne Johnson's Jungle Cruise sailed into COVID chaos. Budgeted at $200 million, it earned $220 million globally. But Disney Plus's Premier Access cannibalized sales. Mixed reviews called it a pirate's knockoff, despite Emily Blunt's charm. The rock star power couldn't offset hybrid release woes. Set during World War I, the film's schlocky adventure tone clashed with pandemic-era gloom. Disney's gamble on theme park nostalgia, Pirates of the Caribbean, backfired here. The CGI-heavy third act, featuring cursed conquistadors, felt repetitive. Critics praised Blunt and Johnson's chemistry but panned the been there done that plot. The studio's $30 million COVID safety protocols inflated the budget. A sequel is still in development, baffling analysts. For a film about river rapids, this cruise felt stuck in the mud. Number 3. Joker, Folie à Deux from 2024. Joker's billion-dollar success demanded a sequel, but Folie à Deux became a cautionary tale. With Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, this musical psychodrama earned $207 million globally against a $200 million budget. Critics trashed its dull courtroom drama and forced duets. CEO David Zaslav reportedly raged behind closed doors, while Razzies piled up. The decision to turn Arthur Fleck into a singing antihero alienated fans. Gaga's Harley Quinn lacked the menace of Margot Robbie's version. The film's black and white sequences and abrupt tonal shifts confused audiences. Warner Brothers' day-and-date Max released diluted theater attendance. Phoenix's Oscar-winning Gravitas couldn't save Todd Phillips' self-indulgent script. The DCU reboot didn't need this discordant note. Number 2. Tomorrowland from 2015. Disney's Tomorrowland wasted $190 million on a utopia nobody wanted. George Clooney's grumpy inventor and Britt Robertson's teen optimist couldn't save its messy plot. Critics called it Disney's John Carter 2.0, and competition from Jurassic World and Avengers sealed its fate. Director Brad Bird's passion project became a monument to overambition. The film's heavy-handed environmental message felt preachy. Disney cut entire subplots, including Judy Greer's role, leaving the story disjointed. The studio's reliance on mystery box marketing confused families. A 58% Rotten Tomatoes score killed word of mouth. Even the futuristic visuals couldn't mask the lack of heart. For a movie about hope, Tomorrowland left audiences hopeless. Number 1. Wonder Woman 1984 from 2020. The DCU's WW84 crashed harder than Steve Trevor's plane. Released mid-pandemic, it earned $169 million globally, a fraction of its predecessor's $823 million. HBO Max's same-day streaming gutted theater sales, while fans roasted its Magic Stone plot and Kristen Wiig's Cheetah. Patty Jenkins' sequel, budgeted at $200 million, became a symbol of Hollywood's COVID struggles. The decision to set it in the 80s baffled fans expecting modern-day stakes. Pedro Pascal's Maxwell, Lord, devolved into a cartoonish villain. Chris Pine's return via body swap magic creeped out audiences. The Rotten Tomatoes score plummeted to 58%, and fans called it a Saturday morning cartoon. Warner Brothers' controversial 2021 slate strategy started here, angering filmmakers. Gal Gadot's lasso of truth couldn't save this mess. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe and hit the bell to stay up to date with all my new videos. I always appreciate your time and I hope to see you next time.